Have you ever felt like your travels were just as cluttered as your everyday life? We pack our worries along with our clothes and our to-do lists right next to our travel books. But what if I told you there's a better way? A way to travel lighter, not just in your backpack but also in your mind. That's the beauty of minimalist travel. And come along with me as we explore 10 amazing places that are all about peace and simplicity. From the peaceful temples of Kyoto to the windswept Faroe Islands, we'll find hidden places around the world where you can truly relax. Imagine yourself walking through old Zen gardens, smelling the cherry blossoms in the air, or standing at the edge of the world in the Faroe Islands, with the huge Atlantic Ocean stretching out in front of you. These are the experiences you'll remember long after you get home. On this journey, I'll share tips on how to embrace minimalist travel, from packing less to putting down your phone and really enjoying the moment. Remember, it's not about seeing everything. It's about really experiencing the places you choose to visit. Our first stop takes us to the heart of old Japan, Kyoto. Imagine this: cobblestone streets winding past traditional wooden houses, the air filled with the smell of incense and green tea. This is a city where old traditions and modern life exist together perfectly. Kyoto has over 1,600 Buddhist temples, each one a peaceful and quiet escape. Imagine yourself walking through the huge gates of Kiyomizu-dera Temple, the bright red building standing out against the green forest behind it. Here you can walk through peaceful gardens, listening to the sound of trickling water that will calm your soul. Don't miss the famous Fushimi Inari Shrine, with its thousands of bright orange torii gates going all the way up the mountainside. As you walk through this seemingly endless tunnel of color, feel your worries melt away, replaced by a sense of awe and wonder. But Kyoto's magic isn't just in its temples. Take a walk through the Gion district, where geishas in beautiful kimonos walk through the streets, their faces painted with centuries-old tradition. Or get lost in the Arashiyama bamboo grove, the tall stalks swaying in the breeze creating a symphony of rustling leaves. As the sun sets, find a quiet place by the Kamo River, and let the gentle flow of the water wash away any remaining stress. In Kyoto, every moment is a chance to reconnect with yourself and find your inner peace. Next, we travel to a place where the wild Atlantic Ocean meets amazing volcanic landscapes, the Faroe Islands. This remote group of islands, nestled between Iceland and Norway, is a perfect place for those looking for peace in nature's raw, untouched beauty. Imagine bright green cliffs dropping straight down into the churning sea, waterfalls rushing down sheer rock faces, and quaint villages nestled in the valleys. Their brightly colored houses a stark contrast against the dramatic landscape. Here, silence speaks volumes. The air is crisp and clean, carrying only the sound of crashing waves and the calls of seabirds soaring overhead. Hike to the edge of the world at Sorvagsvatn, a lake that seems to defy gravity as it hangs precariously over the ocean. Or explore the Vestmanna bird cliffs, home to thousands of puffins, gannets and guillemots. As you watch these creatures in their natural habitat, you'll feel a sense of connection to the natural world that is both humbling and awe-inspiring. Seek out the charming village of Gassadalur with its iconic waterfall cascading directly into the ocean. The site is nothing short of magical, a testament to the raw power and beauty of nature. In the Faroe Islands, you're not just a visitor, you're a guest in a land where nature sets the pace. Embrace the solitude, breathe in the fresh air, and let the wild beauty of this remote archipelago rejuvenate your soul. Our minimalist journey now takes us to the sunny Greek Isles, but with a twist. We're leaving behind the summer crowds and going to Santorini in the quiet off-season. Imagine this. The famous whitewashed villages, usually full of tourists, are now bathed in a peaceful quiet. The air is still warm, the sun still sparkles on the Aegean Sea, but life is much slower now. You can wander through the narrow streets of Oya, admiring the iconic blue-domed churches without the usual crowds of people. Take your time exploring the ancient ruins of Akrotiri, a Minoan city frozen in time by a volcanic eruption, its secrets whispering tales of a bygone era. This is your chance to truly connect with the island's rich history, to feel the weight of the centuries and listen to the stories etched into the very stones. Without the summer crowds, you're free to discover hidden cafes tucked away in the back streets, savor delicious Greek cuisine, and chat with locals who have time to share their stories. As the sun dips below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the caldera, find a quiet spot to witness the legendary Santorini sunset. Without the usual crowds, the experience becomes even more magical, a private moment of pure beauty and tranquility. Chapter 4. Iceland. Embracing the silence of fire and ice. From the warmth of the Mediterranean, we travel north to the land of fire and ice, Iceland. This island nation, created by volcanoes and shaped by glaciers, offers a starkly beautiful landscape that is both humbling and awe-inspiring. Imagine yourself driving along the ring road, the only sounds the wind whistling across the lava fields and the occasional bleating of sheep. This is a place where you can truly disconnect from the noise of everyday life and reconnect with the rhythm of nature. Hike across glaciers, their ancient ice shimmering blue in the sunlight. Descend into the magma chamber of a dormant volcano, a surreal experience that will leave you speechless. And as night falls, keep your eyes peeled for the elusive northern lights, their ethereal glow dancing across the sky, a breathtaking spectacle that will stay with you long after you leave. Find solace in the geothermal waters of the Blue Lagoon, the mineral-rich water soothing your muscles and calming your mind. Or seek out one of the many natural hot springs scattered across the island, some hidden in remote locations, just waiting to be discovered. In Iceland, you'll find a silence unlike anywhere else. A silence that allows you to hear your own thoughts and reconnect with your inner self. Chapter 5. Bhutan. Discovering happiness in the land of the Thunder Dragon. Our journey now takes us to the heart of the Himalayas, to the Kingdom of Bhutan, a land shrouded in mystery and magic. Here, nestled amongst soaring peaks and verdant valleys, you'll discover a nation that measures its success not by its GDP, but by its gross national happiness. Imagine yourself trekking through pristine forests, prayer flags fluttering in the breeze, carrying with them the hopes and dreams of the Bhutanese people. Visit ancient monasteries perched precariously on cliff faces, their golden roofs gleaming in the sunlight. Spend time with the Bhutanese people, known for their warmth, hospitality, and deep connection to their cultural heritage. Engage in conversation, learn about their way of life, and discover the true meaning of happiness in this remote and spiritual kingdom. Take a moment for quiet reflection at the Tiger's Nest Monastery, also known as Paro Taktsang. This iconic monastery, clinging to the side of a cliff, is a testament to the Bhutanese people's unwavering faith and their deep connection to the natural world. In Bhutan, you'll discover that happiness isn't a destination, it's a way of life. It's about appreciating the simple things, living in harmony with nature, and cherishing the connections we make along the way. New Zealand, finding peace in the land of the long white cloud. Our next destination takes us to the adventure capital of the world, New Zealand. But we're trading adrenaline-pumping activities for the tranquility of the South Island. Imagine yourself surrounded by towering mountains, their peaks piercing the clouds, mirrored in the still waters of pristine lakes. Embark on scenic hikes through ancient forests, the air thick with the scent of pine needles and damp earth. Cruise through Milford Sound, a fjord carved by glaciers, its sheer cliffs adorned with cascading waterfalls. The silence here is broken only by the sound of your own breath and the gentle lapping of water against the boat. Spend your days exploring charming villages nestled amongst vineyards, sampling local wines and enjoying the relaxed pace of life. Or escape to the wild beauty of the West Coast, where rugged beaches stretch for miles, pounded by the relentless waves of the Tasman Sea. In New Zealand's South Island, you'll discover a sense of peace that comes from being surrounded by nature's grandeur. It's a place where you can breathe deeply, reconnect with yourself, and appreciate the simple beauty of the world around you. Norway, embracing the magic of the Northern Lights. Our journey continues north to the land of the midnight sun and the Northern Lights, Norway. We're venturing beyond the bustling cities to the remote Lofoten Islands, a place where jagged peaks rise dramatically from the sea, their slopes painted in vibrant hues of green and brown. Imagine yourself kayaking through crystal-clear fjords, the only sounds the gentle splash of your paddle and the cries of seabirds circling overhead. Hike to the top of Reinebringen for panoramic views of the islands. the colorful fishing villages scattered below like jewels against the blue canvas of the sea. As darkness descends, find a secluded spot, far from any light pollution, and gaze up at the night sky. Here, in this remote corner of the world, you have a front row seat to nature's most spectacular light show, the Aurora Borealis. Watch in awe as shimmering curtains of green, pink, and purple dance across the sky, a magical display that will leave you breathless. In Norway, you'll discover that sometimes the most beautiful experiences happen in the quietest moments, under the vast expanse of the night sky. From the icy beauty of Norway, we journey south to the sunny shores of Portugal. Here, we'll trade snow-capped mountains for golden beaches and charming coastal towns. Escape to Cascais, a picturesque fishing village transformed into a chic seaside resort, yet still retaining its laid-back charm. Stroll along the promenade, the salty air filling your lungs, and watch as local fishermen mend their nets, their weathered faces telling stories of a life spent at sea. Venture to Sintra, a fairy tale town nestled amidst forested hills, its palaces and castles seemingly plucked from the pages of a storybook. Explore the Pena Palace, a riot of color and architectural styles, perched atop a hill overlooking the town. And in Lisbon, the vibrant capital city, discover pockets of tranquility amidst the bustling streets. Lose yourself in the Alfama district, a labyrinth of narrow alleys and stairways where time seems to stand still. In Portugal, you'll discover a different pace of life, one that encourages you to slow down, savor the simple pleasures, and appreciate the beauty that surrounds you. Our minimalist journey takes us next to the vast wilderness of Canada, a land of towering mountains, pristine lakes, and endless forests. We're heading to the Canadian Rockies, a breathtaking mountain range that will leave you speechless with its sheer scale and beauty. Imagine yourself hiking through alpine meadows carpeted in wildflowers, the air filled with the scent of pine and fresh earth. Canoe across turquoise lakes, the only sounds the gentle splash of your paddle and the cry of a lone loon in the distance. Spend your nights camping under a blanket of stars, the Milky Way stretching across the sky like a river of diamonds. In the Canadian Rockies, you're completely immersed in nature, surrounded by a silence so profound it's almost deafening. Venture further afield to Banff National Park, home to glaciers, ice fields, and abundant wildlife. Keep your eyes peeled for bears, elk, and moose. Their presence a reminder that you're sharing this wilderness with creatures far wilder than yourself. In Canada, you'll rediscover the power of disconnecting from the modern world and reconnecting with nature's raw beauty. We return to Japan for our final destination, but this time we're venturing beyond the well-trodden path to discover hidden gems of tranquility. Journey to the Japanese Alps, a mountain range that rivals the Swiss Alps in beauty, but with a fraction of the crowds. Hike through alpine meadows, past cascading waterfalls, and up to volcanic peaks for panoramic views that will take your breath away. Escape to the Kiso Valley, a region of traditional villages connected by the Nakasendo Way, an ancient trade route. Walk in the footsteps of samurai and merchants as you explore these charming villages, their wooden houses and cobblestone streets seemingly frozen in time. For a truly off-the-beaten-path experience, head to the island of Shikoku, known for its 88-temple pilgrimage route. Walk a section of the route, experiencing the peace and tranquility that comes from immersing yourself in nature and connecting with something bigger than yourself. Japan, with its rich culture and deep respect for nature, offers endless opportunities for minimalist travel and spiritual exploration. And so our journey through 10 minimalist travel destinations comes to an end. But the spirit of minimalist travel, the pursuit of peace and simplicity, is something you can carry with you wherever you go. Remember, it's not about ticking off destinations on a list, but about truly experiencing the places you choose to visit. It's about packing light, both physically and mentally, and being present in each moment. Embrace the unexpected detours, savor the simple pleasures, and allow yourself to be transformed by the journey. For in the end, it's not just about the destinations, but about the person you become along the way.